All right, so on week 14, we're going to continue our adventure with color code by learning how to now take the same concepts we were using with promises and then before with callbacks and implement not the workout app, but something different where we actually call an endpoint in this case to create some content. And this is very relevant to programming in modern JavaScript. Any programming, really, you have to be able to handle API calls and then process what we call payloads. Like I go to endpoint, I do some kind of fetching of data, I retrieve that data, and then I output it to the page. So, again, these are really good things to know how to do. All right, and then step 6, there's a video for that as well. We're getting close. It's only one more step, and then we will share out as we move towards the end of the semester. So I thought what I'd do in attendance today is actually lay out the schedule for the end, because the course content is not going to be updated. It's there. I will actually, my goal will be to release almost all the course content sometime around Thanksgiving week. So that if, again, I'm not saying work on Thanksgiving, but if you're somebody who wanted to, you could, to get it all done. So I talked about this last week, but next week will be, if you're not on the schedule for the tech interview, I will place that grade into there. You can still get on there, but I just want you to know, like, here's the impact to your grade, okay? But let's talk about the end of the semester dates. So the last time to schedule a code review, right, is December 2nd. So even though you will have a grade put in there, if you aren't on the schedule, you can still schedule something. You just have until this date to do it. Now, what will happen, though, is as we get closer to the end of the semester, that schedule becomes more challenging for me and for you to try to figure out a date that'll work. So that's why waiting until this late's not a great idea. Sooner, the better. Now, the last date to complete a code review is December the 11th, which is that last week, the 18th week of the semester. Again, this is the last time you can do it. So make sure that, you've planned accordingly so that you have that time to, again, I hope not to see that many at the end, but, if it happens, it happens. And now, the other thing about December 11th that's also important is that it's also the last time to submit late work. Okay, so that's a really important topic to understand. And many of you have already seen that you can submit late work for this class, which, by the way, also up in simple syllabus, I also talk about that you have 2 opportunities to submit things that, and you can not have late points taken off. And in general, I recommend using those for your decision apps because that has the biggest impact on them. Okay, so really, in this week, I just wanted to go over the end of the schedule, talk about those dates, answer any questions you might have about what we have here to the end. Like I said, I could just go look at it real quick, actually, with you for week. So past week 14, let's scroll on down. Right, so here's 14. So then next week we're going to do higher order functions, and we're going to implement. So we're going to go back to the carbon footprint. We're going to use the higher order functions to do an average score. A really good thing to know how to use these higher order functions. And then you will have your last step, right? So this step in week 6. Let's actually go see. Actually I have a video, so I don't have to go over it in this case. You're gonna complete the edit and delete functionality and then iterate over that array of objects. So then week 16, we're going to finish up. We're actually going to end up finishing up the rest of the items in the carbon footprint. You will have your final step for the decision app. And then here's, actually, I guess I have the solution here for that one. And then at the end, you will finish. I think we almost finish here. We end up doing it all here. And then you'll share out your decision app, the last thing that we do on December 5th. Okay, so that's the way this course rolls, and like I said, I wanted to go over this week at least the schedule and answer any questions. And here's that sign up. Again, it's between week 9 and 10. Okay, any questions? Otherwise, reply telling me you understand the end of the semester and how the dates are set up and what we cover to the end. If you have questions, please ask them. It's a great time. All right, thanks.